Alright, we lost the roll, which is fine. The real question here is, what are we wanting to do with this hand? This hand is actually kind of bad. If it had a island, I think I'd like it. But it really doesn't. We do get to play Supply Line Cranes on turn 5 most likely. The problem is any blue card we draw is bad, and that means that we need to draw both islands and not blue cards to make this hand work, which is a little sketchy. The good news is we're on the draw, and we've got a lot of time. If this was a creature that we could cast, I'd feel pretty good about it, but as it sits, I'm going to mulligan this one, I think. I think it's close-ish, but I'm going to let that one go. This one's much better. This one is like basically replacing the, what's it called? The combat trick with an actual creature and giving us both colors of mana so that we can eventually cast whatever. Interesting. I'll be happy to get Harvestguard Alseids on the battlefield here. This is a good draw. We're going to try to overpower our opponent, but he's going to do a good job here. We're the control deck here for sure. So we're going to take 5 here. We're going to play Chorus of the Tides, most likely, and then we're going to pass. That's a really good draw too. And we are going to be eagerly trying to trade off whatever we can. He's going to attack us probably, and we're going to try to draw out a combat trick here. Wouldn't be surprised to just see everybody coming in. Oh, that's great news. We'll definitely block. This is all great news, in fact. So, do we want to do Supply Line Cranes and make a 3/5 flying to then be followed up by Horizon Scholor? Or do we want to do a Siren of the Fanged Coast and try to steal this guy? And if not, then we get a 4/4 flyer. I think we want the 4/4 flyer here, actually. So let's do Siren of the Fanged Coast and see what he wants to do. Give us a 4/4 flyer. Okay. This is actually a big attack step. I could definitely start beating down here. I think I'm not going to, though. I think I'm still trying to be the control deck here, as we've got a sweet 6-drop and a really sweet 5-drop to follow up. I mean, it's going to be tough for him to match card for card against these. It looks like he's got, what did he... Oh, Vanquish the Foul. Well, that's really annoying. We don't have too many things that hits, but we have 2 of them in our hand. The good news is we're not taking any damage this turn, and I'm glad that we left back the Harvestguard Alseids. Otherwise, we'd be taking 4 there, which is pretty brutal. All right, so let's get Horizon Scholor down. Ooh, nice. I like both of these, actually. Maybe Vanguard of Brimaz isn't that great here. Yeah, I think I'm going to bottom that one and top that one. And I am going to attack this time. I'm going to take the risk that he can't get my Horizon Scholor out of the way here. You know, the first one kind of made sense, but he's going to have another way to get rid of the Scholar here. And that's pretty tough to do. And he doesn't have it. Definitely going to attack with the Horizon Scholor. And then I'm trying to decide which one I want to play here. I think I just want to play Supply Line Cranes, and I think it's actually best to make it a 3/5. Because then it can eat this and realistically put up a big deterrent to the Skyguard, even with a combat trick. So let's do that. Because I feel like the Supply Line Cranes is going to hold down this and probably this, and the Harvestguard Alseids will block these things. Emissary. Well, all right. Let's race. I should be able to win this race. I can hit him for 7 and then 7 again. And I can play both of these things, so let's just do it. Far from a guaranteed win here, but I think I like our chances. Any bounce spell or combat trick or whatever wins it for us as well. If he doesn't attack here, don't love our spot, but I think it's reasonable. He's got 2 cards in his hand. Probably just needs a ship with the team. Really? All right. I don't love making this block here, but any combat trick kills us. And we do have lethal here. Starfish isn't very good. Yeah, I think we just go for it. I mean, if we don't go for it, what is our plan? Like, what we're scared of here is a card like... I probably just would have used it. Yeah, I think we just battle here. But anyway, anything that untaps, like Colossal Heroics or Savage Surge. But hopefully he just doesn't have it. Now he's got Prevent 7. A Reprisal. Yeah, that's good enough. God, that's annoying. He has Vanquish the Foul and Reprisal, which are both very bad against us. We might even board accordingly, but now we just lose. All right. So it hits these things. And then maybe something with Supply Line Cranes. I think Glimpse is probably pretty good. Omenspeaker is definitely good. I think I just give him targets here. I don't really feel like augmenting the deck too much is going to really get us that far ahead. I guess I could take like a Battlewise Valor out just because it gives more targets. This looks good. Yeah, I think we just want these. We want to keep hitting land drops. We're just going to play Ooh, geez. Wow, he kept that too? All right. We could lose to this draw. We probably won't, though, because I'm going to play Chorus of the Tides, and I'm going to block. We already know what this next card is. It's Supply Line Cranes, and we want it. And then I'm going to Supply Line Cranes and probably put the counter on Omenspeaker. I'll take that. All right. So we should be pretty stabilized here. There's some ways he can get through. Oh, God. Very annoying. One more land from Quarry Colossus, which is nice. Just need to find a flyer here, though. We have 100 of them in the deck. Yeah. There we go. It's a nice little pickup there. His attack is not great here. If he wants to move in, he can hit us for some damage and get us pretty critically low, but we get to eat some creatures here. I get to eat Eagle of the Watch or Nessian Courser. If he has combat tricks, we can be in big trouble, though. Well, we can take 2 damage here and put up a bunch of decent blocks. I think we should do that. Just block like that. This way we only take 2 and we get to maintain our board state. Vanguard. You know, I honestly don't know if I want that card. I mean, it's a spell, which has its own merits just automatically. Yeah, I think we want it. Say go. I'm pretty happy to just trade it off for anything I can trade it off for. Jeez. A Johnny, huh? Keeps the 1 land double Pegasus. Somewhat easily curves into a Johnny. Pretty annoying. Let's see how this happened. How this works, though. Attacks. He's got to attack with something else. Maybe he just ships the whole team here. I don't think this is a great attack. We do take 5 here, but I think I get to kind of get him. Like I can go block here, double block here, and block here. Take 5. That doesn't seem that bad to me. Dauntless Onslaught. What does that do here? Nothing, right? I think I just need to dig for a land. Retraction Helix. That's pretty good. Go ahead. Yeah, that's actually just excellent here because he's going to go for the kill. Though it is annoying because you can put a bunch of counters on Philosopher, in which case I lose my Omenspeaker. Okay, well, it looks like he's not doing that, so that's good news. And I maybe even get to kill a Philosopher here. If I get to eat the Philosopher, all right, that's a big deal. Because now he can play something here, and I can Quarry Colossus it, especially if he tries to move in with counters. If he just starts digging through his deck, it's less good for me, but he should probably have just activated the second plus ability on a Johnny to cast something. Okay, he's got Skirmisher. Yeah, this is big. All right, let's find that land. Glimpse is pretty good too. So if I attack a Johnny here, he must block with both. No, he just blocks with this and just kills it. So that's easy for him. All right, so we just do nothing. And we're just going to have to glimpse him here. Darn it, I think we're just falling a little too far behind. A Johnny is incredibly tough to deal with here. We've had a pretty good draw. We want this land, though at this point he's going to find a creature and we'll probably be a bit too far behind to really do anything here, sadly. Yeah, I can't even attack a Johnny because he can just activate that thing. So we just have to get rid of this. Sadly, this is still just doesn't put us in a good position because of a Johnny. He's got Reprisal as well, of course. So Colossus down. We're chump block mode. And he has a nice draw here as well, and we're just dead. All right, so I think that generally speaking, like, he had a pretty ideal draw in the first game, and then I think we just kind of lost to a Johnny there in the second game. I mean, I liked our draw a lot. We hit a lot of gas, a lot of good spells, but a Johnny's utterly powerful in limited. It's really good in constructed, I think, too. We saw it at the Pro Tour at the block level at least, but at the block constructed level. But in limited, the thing's just ridiculous. I mean, it turned his random whatever creatures into insane beasts that were too tough to deal with. So it goes. Sometimes you find the player with a planeswalker and he kind of smashes you with it. So if you guys want to send an email for feedback, it's lr@lrcast.com. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, my name is Marshall_LR. And if you would like to join the clan, it's quite easy. Just send me a message here on Magic Online. Marshall_LR is the name, and in order to join the clan, there's only two simple rules. You have to love Magic and not be a jerk. If you meet those criteria, you can be in the clan. For all things limited resources, lrcast.com. We'll see you guys later.